Hey, Tribute Band Central, welcome to the show. I am honored to have one of my favorite vocalists with us today. He is Doug Easterly. He is with Skynfolks, which of course is the Leonard Skinner tribute. Doug, welcome to the channel. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Just starting off my Saturday here. It's great to see you as always. Had to get in my gear here and represent my boys. So
Oh man, you look it. I love it when you wear that hat. I really do.
it kind of makes it. Yeah.
Cool, cool. Well, let's jump right in. So, tell me this. What was your very first memories of Leonard Skinner? Do you have some idea when you first heard their music?
That's a good question. That's a really good question. Probably about 10 or 11. So that would have been 86, 87 or something. I saw a concert. The first concert I saw of them, it was on video, and it was of the I want to say it was like 76 or something. It was in England, I believe,
Oh,
Nebworth Festival or something like that. And they were opening for the Rolling Stones.
oh man.
And it
What?
was my first introduction to Southern rock, which was really cool. I was just blown away by having three guitarists playing together and, the power vocals and the stories and everything that goes along with it. But the funniest part of that concert was I think the Rolling Stones were almost jealous of Skinner the way they played and everything. But the one thing they didn't want them to do was walk out on the big tongue on their stage, the big Rolling Stones tongue. And of course, Ronnie had to walk out there, and so. But anyway, that was probably it. That was one of my first concert experiences altogether, but definitely my first into Southern rock.
Well, that is very cool, and I'm sure it certainly had an impact on you musically.
Oh
And
yeah, definitely.
I always remember the first song I remember getting played, and honestly, I'm pretty sure it was AM radio, was "Sweet Home Alabama." I lived in Iowa, and that was the song, and then I really um, got kind of exposed to some of the other stuff in high school. Freebird was such an anthem song, and yeah, so that's about what brought me in. But unfortunately, I never saw that concert on TV. That would have been. I wish I would have been able to see that.
You'll have to look it up on YouTube.
I will
It's
do it.
still
I
up
will.
there, and yeah, it's amazing.
Cool, cool.
No.
Well, speaking of concerts, have
Yes,
you seen either the current band or some of the earlier versions live?
I have actually. I got a chance to see Johnny and the boys with the latest lineup. A good friend of mine, Timmy Aldridge, who is actually Ronnie's cousin, one of his original cousins.
Cool.
Um, and he was nice enough to get me some tickets, and we got to go. And I was about 30 feet from the stage, maybe.
Man, very
And just had a great time and got to see, you know, hear it really in full. And they did a great job. We had a great time. So, yeah, I really wish I would have gotten to see Ronnie, but that's, you know,
I,
different area there.
I hear you. I hear you. I was fairly young. There was no chance of me seeing them before the accident. Um, And do you have any memories of I vividly remember it being on the news. I don't think they broke into programming, but I think it was on the evening news that I happened to be watching that night or maybe the next night. Do
Yeah,
you
I was
remember
going to
that?
say it was what, 77?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 3 years old.
I hear you. I
So,
hear.
but I remember I mean, just the backlash was just crazy. They had so many kind of documentaries and stuff that were recapping the whole thing. If you ever watch pretty much every night, every day before a performance, I'll watch that. If I leave here tomorrow, that documentary of the whole thing, and it's intense. It kind of just gets me in gets me in that spirit of honoring this music and keeping it alive. So
Excellent, excellent. So, what's your favorite songs or your favorite anthem that you perform, or when
mm.
you're listening? What really gets you going for their music?
Well, I think you know this. I'm a kind of a sucker for those big power ballads that some of these amazing singers and songwriters write. So I mean, of course, you're gonna love your Sweet Home Alabama and your anthems and the Freebird and stuff. Probably one of my most favorite songs to sing, and there's like three really, and they're all power ballads. Be Simple Man. I love singing that. I sing that to my mom every night when I dedicate to her at shows. I kind of dedicate it to everybody's mom that got us where we are today. And the Tuesday's Gone. It's another fantastic song. Um, yeah, and then there's a great rock song. It's a little bit more of a deep cut, and it's called "On the Hunt." And it's just a great song to sing. It's to me, it's like Paul Rogers got together with Ronnie Van Zant and wrote a song together because it's got the blues rock influences, it's got southern rock influences. It's just a great tune. So if you don't know that one, definitely check that one out.
I will definitely check that out. So cool, cool. Well, let's change gears a little bit here. So I always talk a little bit about, the fun that we have out in the audience and the things that happen at concerts, but I'm going to turn that around. So from the stage, tell me what is one of your favorite moments from a concert? Maybe something funny, something
Mm,
interesting. What sticks out for something that happened during a concert?
man, that's another good question. I'm throwing the curveballs here today. I like it. So I think the coolest thing I had was literally from the first concert I ever saw. It was at Six Flags Amphitheater back when we used to have the big concerts. And I was about 10, probably. Always seems to go back to 10. I guess that's when I started playing drums actually. First.
Ah,
So anyway, so we're at Six Flags and I get to go see my first rock concert, right? With the family. And it was the Go-Go's.
ah.
The Go-Go's were the band. They were the hot thing at the time. And we were waiting for them to, waiting for the show to start. And we noticed they had these brochures that they were passing out and stuff to everybody to look at. And there was a band opening up, and I was like, Inks, who the hell is Inks? And it turned out to be In Excess.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Opening up for the Go Go's in probably 1986 or something like that. And so it was just amazing. Like they came out and did they're In Excess, and it was ridiculously good. And then the Go Go's came out and did it. So that was a definite turning point in wanting me to, pursue music and that kind
Wow.
of thing. So, yeah.
Incredible. Yeah, when you think back in history, sometimes I've been to concerts where the opening band at the time didn't have hardly any notice and has turned into big events and things. And yeah,
Mhm.
it's pretty incredible. And I think that's one of the magics of going to live music. You just never
Mhm.
know. You might be part of history and you don't know it when it happens.
Yeah. And it's live on stage. So it's either, if it's good, it's good. If it's crap, it's crap. But it's live. It's raw. That's the thing that's always driven me to to do to do what I do. So
So let's talk just a little bit about basically being in a tribute band as a vocalist. So, how long did it take you to kind of learn the sound and the vocals for Leonard Skinner? Did you know a few of the songs from, I know you do some acoustic sets and you've done some independent stuff. When you got brought into this, what was the time frame and how did it work to learn it?
it's interesting because It's interesting you asked that because I was in when I was approached to enter to audition for Skinfolks. Um, it was reached out to the drummer Scott T. Wolf Broadbeck reached
Yeah.
out to me through Band Mix because I had just come out of a project. It was called Radio South, and it was a genre tribute to all of Southern rock.
Oh, okay.
We had about probably six Leonard Skinner songs in there,
Yeah.
obviously. And so I had learned those and I had a good handle on those, and it really kind of got me back into that thing. And then all of a sudden I get, found on Band Mix from Scott, and I was like, at Radio South was actually not, wasn't getting off the ground literally because not that we weren't good, but because I put together too good of a band. It was in five different projects and we're just killing it. So we never had time to play. So it was a perfect time for it to come together. And I went and met in this little warehouse room with seven other guys in this 10 by 10 square cement room. What the hell is this? And the first song they played was Battle of Curtis Low.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
they just cruised into it. And within the first three notes, I was blown away. I mean, it literally sounded like we were standing on the stage with Leonard Skinner right there. And I came in and started singing, and it was just, we just hit it off right there. And then of course, we went into all the other songs and we pretty much went through the catalog. But to mainly answer your question, it does take a while to get all the lyrics done. It's really a process of learning the songs, and then learning the melodies, the timing, the phrasing of all the lyrics, and then it's about going over and getting all the tones right. So you're portraying the correct passion to the audience and everything. So it's a really cool process. It really is a cool process. But yeah, months, 2 to 3 months probably,
Wow.
and
Wow.
everything I've had to do. And that's 3 or 4 hours a day, 5, 6 days a week. So
Well, let me tell you, from the audience side, we sure appreciate it because I've had the pleasure of seeing you guys two times, and I am planning on attending the October 24th concert at Mad Life. Looking forward to that. But I'm going to give you a minute or two to plug some upcoming shows because I know you guys are quite busy in October. So tell my audience where they can find you.
yeah, it's good. We're actually going to be in Hopes Bluff tonight in Alabama.
Okay.
There's a festival out there, a city fest, I believe they call it, in Hopes Bluff, Alabama. So anybody in that area
Okay.
don't have anything to do tonight, come on out, catch Skin.
Cool.
Next weekend we have a big weekend. We'll be local, semi-local here, Dallas, Georgia. It's about an hour from Roswell, Alpharetta. That's the Dallas Theater, and that's a beautiful place to catch a tribute band. It's just great sound, great people. Holds about 500 folks or so. So there's some tickets left for that one.
Okay.
We're really excited about that. And then the next day, we are in Harlem, Georgia, which
Okay.
we have untapped territory for us. But that's another festival there, and that'll be the Saturday after next week. Then we come home to Mad Life in Woodstock, which is always our staple. Love to come home to the home crowd and where it all began. So, and that's October 24th. And then November 1st, we are at Boot Barn Hall in Gainesville, which we also have our solid crowd there in Gainesville. So,
Excellent.
yeah. And keep up with the website. It's just skinfolks.com. It's just been revamped. We have all the schedule on there and all the information that you need. And
Excellent. Excellent.
it's
Well,
good.
if you don't worry, down below in the comments, I will put a link and they can definitely check out that updated website and all of those dates. And I could not recommend Skin Folks any higher because it really it is the Leonard Skinner experience. Um, the sound is there, the look is there, the fun, the crowd. I mean, you have a Skin Folks shirt on, and when I go to concerts, I see a lot of Skin Folks shirts, and I see a lot of Leonard Skinner t-shirts
I,
from
yeah,
all of those past concerts, and it is so cool to see that mix.
yeah.
So outstanding.
And I love it. Like some of the sometimes you see like a Ramones T-shirt from the '70s.
Yes,
You know, you see a Blondie T-shirt, and then you see like a real Leonard Skinner T-shirt from '76. You know, it's just a really cool blend of people that appreciate the music. So, and we appreciate you, Harlan, Tribute Band Central. I mean, you know, you appreciating us as much as we enjoy going out and putting out the music to you guys. So,
well,
very cool.
thank you. That's it means a lot, and I appreciate your support of the channel. And it is a
But
pleasure to get to know the people that perform through this kind of a venue and through getting them. I always say one of the best things about tribute bands is the accessibility. Let's face it, if you went to a real Leonard Skinner concert, it's not like the band members are going to come out after the show and say hi to everybody, but you guys always do, which is so nice, and I really appreciate it.
yeah, and we don't get $200 a ticket like they.
That is right. You can
It's
see
more
you
like
several
it's more like
times for that.
'70s and '80s prices, which is where it should be. You should only
Exactly.
pay
Exactly.
$20 to go see a concert. You know, so
All right, Doug. Well, thank you so much. And to my audience, like, share, subscribe. Check the comments out for their website. If you have any questions for Doug or for me, put it in the comments. I'll make sure we get it. And if you have a chance, check out any of the shows, but specifically Mad Life on October 24th. Certainly come up, say hi to me. I'll put you on the channel and we'll talk a little Skinner then too. And have a great day. Thanks, Doug.
all right, thank you, buddy. Have a great rest of your weekend.